found a murderous pair. That went to jail and we murdered the murderers there. Then went to hell and discovered the devil delivered some hurt and despair. Used to have powder to push, now I smoke pounds of the kush. Holy, I'm burning the bush. Now I give a fuck about none of this shit. You run her over and out of this bitch.
Okay, we happy?
Right, cool. Oh, fucking wild one saying.
I'm a card-carrying Labour supporter, only really since Corbyn ascended to power. But I'm starting to have my doubts.
Yeah.
I've always sort of backed him up. I've liked his opinions. I kind of consider myself as a lefty, but not a sort of a social activist. But I'm doubting his ability to be leader as the Labour Party, and I think it's because he. To be strong opposition, you need to be able to unite both the left and the sort of centrist or the right of the party. And I don't think that Corbyn is ever going to be able to do that, much to his dismay. He's like a drunk uncle at a birthday party karaoke machine.
Yeah.
You cannot get him off.
Labour did a little bit better in Stoke-on-Trent, where UKIP had a real good go at trying to get that seat, because Stoke-on-Trent had the 69% leave vote in the EU referendum. So Paul Nuttall, the leader of UKIP, who is from Merseyside, decided to go and stand in Stoke just to fancy his chances and go, if it's going to be anywhere when I get into Parliament, it's going to be in his constituency. His campaign was marred slightly due to the lies on his affiliation with the Hillsborough disaster.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah.
He claimed, or rather, his website claimed, he claimed basically, he had close friends who died in the disaster. Which later proved to be false. How far removed are you, like, morally, and like just in terms of not being aware of like the 21st century that you're living in. People will find out if you're bullshitting.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can't hide. You really cannot lie. Someone will fact check that.
Yes. But basically, the card said best actress
Emma
Stone.
La La Land.
Yeah, that's what the card says. Warren Beatty looked at it and went, "Oh, something's wrong here." Yeah. By the way, Warren, you're an actor. Ad lib, or just say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we went, Faye's better at ad-libbing than me. I'll pass the card to her. And instead of going, sorry, ladies and gentlemen, there's appeared to have been a mistake, yeah? Out of the 5 films nominated, or whatever it was, she just winged it and went, La La Land.
Because it'll be in, like, I don't know, 38 point... Right, text, like that's Arial Black, and it'll say Emma Stone, and then in italics in like 12 point, in brackets, La La Land, and they'll choose La La Land.
So
I would have liked it if they said, if it gone, and the award for best film goes to Emma Stone. And Emma Stone stands up, gloriously clutching, because she is not giving that up. She ain't giving that up.
The first actress to win best film.
She is never giving that up.
So who go on between the two of you? Do you know we've got officially got the blame?
It's that guy. He looks a bit like the redhead out of Breaking Bad. Have you seen him? He looks like him.
Oh, see, but these are the card producers or something.
No, but
what's their job title?
Their job title is accountants. Will Stormzy get a #1 album?
100%.
Gareth?
I don't think he will. I don't think he will.
Interesting.
Oh.
Ben thinks Stormzy's album will get to #1. Gaz doesn't think it will.
I'd like it to, but I don't think it will.
Tay.
If Stormzy got Best Male at the Brit Awards, which would have been some doing because he wasn't in that category. If he got the Best British Breakthrough, then he might have had a chance. It would have just maybe given that extra little push.
That's goes back to my point of the Brit Awards is one big advert.
Yeah, exactly.
All I've been hearing on the radio is the new Coldplay Chainsmokers drivel.
Fuck man.
And that was debuted at the Brits.
Well, put it this way. You don't think Stormzy will get it, although you'd like him to. You think Stormzy will get to #1. Mm-hmm. I think he might get #1. Right.
I don't quite understand why the players have turned on a manager that won them the league. I really don't. I don't get it, and I think it's complete. If you see people like Kasper Schmeichel sort of leading this player revolt, I don't understand why it's come about. Why you would do it to a manager who won you the league. I can understand where the chairman come from, that they want Leicester to remain a Premier League team, and the only way that's going to happen is if they shift Ranieri on.
Why have you got to get sacked if you get relegated now? Is that just that's a definite in football now? You can't go down as state manager of a team.
No, you can't unless you join. The prime example of someone who could would be Paul Clement if Swansea went down.
Okay,
because or Sam Allardyce if Crystal Palace went down, because they always argue that they haven't got enough time. They haven't had enough time. Sean Dyche is the example of someone who hasn't been sacked but has been relegated.
All right, okay.
So he got relegated. He brought Burnley up to the Premier League, got relegated, brought him back the next year.
Yeah,
he kept his job the whole time. Certain boards will do that.
Yeah, it's like they're content with being a yo-yo club.
Yeah.
Like West Brom when he first started breaking into the Prem, up and down a few times. It's like it's part of the long-term plan.
That's
it's
it.
a bigger picture, unlike Leicester. Leicester haven't been relegated yet. Leicester were getting dragged into a relegation battle. Right, I think they were in the relegation zone when he got sacked.
They got, they were in the zone just because they hadn't played against Liverpool.
Yeah, exactly. And then he played Liverpool on Monday and played suspiciously well.
I knew it was going to happen, which is why I put Jamie Vardy as my vice captain on my fantasy team.
Exactly, yeah.
Knew
exactly. And Claudio Ranieri did that as well. Even as a world champion boxer, would you be willing to go into a fight that everyone thinks you're going to lose? You're so heavily unfavoured that even you must be thinking, I'm going to lose this fight just because someone's going to give you a couple of million quid.
I don't know.
I
don't think Bellinghami's done it, but I reckon some have. I mean, some people are driven by money. It's like when you look at football and say, why do footballers move to China where the playing field is not level? They do it for a payday. But
in China, some guys are going to come and pound your head in.
Has anyone used the pun Bellew the Belt?
I don't know, because I think it's open for interpretation how you pronounce his name. I always would Bellew.
Even Bellew the Belt, I still... that doesn't. If it's Bellew the Belt, as in Baloo, as in from Jungle Book.
The Jungle Book, yeah.
Then I think that's a magnificent pun waiting to be used.
Alright, Ben, who's going to win the fight and how? Bear in mind, I just want to point out at home to anyone that's listening, Ben is a toffee-nosed Everton fan, so I'll put the theme of Z cars over this. So Bellew versus Hay. Who will win on how?
In an ideal world, it'd be your man Tony.
Yeah.
It depends on Hay's fitness and whether he's got a bit of sort of fighting fatigue. But I think, bearing in mind the weight, I think he's got too much for him.
You know what I'm scared of talking about this, by the way? I think David Hay's a better boxer than Tony Bellew. I think he's got better hand speed.
Yeah.
I think he's better technical boxer. Right. He's got more punch power. He's fought more elite opposition, right? I'm scared that somehow Tony Bellew would hear that.
What, just nip down the road
and fuck's
smash your throat in?